La-di-da-di. It's righty. Alright, we got everything? I think we got everything. Cool. 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, January 25th, 2020. My name's Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. That is very warm. Well, it's going to be an amazing day. I'm really pumped for this. So here's what's going on. After the show, I finish packing up, hop in the car, driving south, ultimately arriving in Massachusetts. On the way, we'll be meeting up with, let's see, how do I phrase this? A potential business partner, a potential co-founder, to say it another way. Someone who checks all the boxes. I know this person kind of well, to help me with whistlekick, because I need help. And a little over a week ago, we were messaging on Facebook, and said, "Hey, you want to help me run whistlekick?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "I'm serious." He said, "Me too." So we're meeting. So I'm excited. After that meeting, I resume heading south to Worcester, Massachusetts, where I will be interviewed for one of my favorite podcasts. It's on health and fitness, and I'm going to go on and talk about stuff, martial arts, other health and fitnessy things. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to say what show it is. It's bigger than martial arts radio. I can say that much. Yeah. And then I'll come home. It's going to be a lot of driving. It's going to be a long day. But it's going to be a great day, and I'm looking forward to it. So, yesterday started out kind of rough. I couldn't get out of my own way this week. I really couldn't. Eventually, I did. I'm coming to realize that just my productivity in this space just isn't great. I need an office. I need to feel like home is home. And I've got the co-working space, but you know what? There's a guy who works at the co-working space that I think 80% of his job is phone calls. And he's so loud. He's just loud, and it's very frustrating. And I can't handle it. I don't know how much longer I'm going to last at the co-working space. Because I didn't even want to go yesterday. I paid for the privilege of being able to go, and I didn't want to go. So what did I do? I went to Panera and had lunch, late lunch, and worked for less than the cost of what I would have spent that day on the co-working space. And I got food. And the co-working spaces, the parking is starting to become an issue. I feel bad. Because if this co-working space was what it was supposed to be, it would be what I wanted. So I'd be making connections and working around other people and getting to know them, and we'd be helping each other out. But I don't know. I'm probably going to give it one more month and see what happens. And then what's going on this weekend? Not much. There is nothing on the agenda. So this weekend, many of my friends are in Atlantic City, New Jersey, for Sifu Alan Goldberg's event, and I'm missing them. I would have had fun going, but when I took a look at how much of the benefit coming back was professional versus personal, it was all personal, and I really can't justify that expense right now when Whistlekick is, admittedly trying to figure out what's going on. We had the latest shipment, the new shipment of sparring gear. Went into inventory yesterday. I believe there might be a few things that aren't, but almost every thing in black and white is available. Boots, gloves, helmets, they all should be available. There might be some size or two of shins and elbows that aren't. We had some stuff arrive damaged, which we have to figure out. Driving me nuts. But yeah, I already saw some orders. So there were orders coming in like within 5 minutes of putting it up. So that was cool. There is undoubtedly pent-up demand. I'm gonna try and get out for a hike this weekend. I want to be in the woods. That might be tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how late I get back. It's probably gonna be late. The host of this podcast is a comedian. That's why he's around. He's doing some shows, and so I'm gonna stick around, check out a show. So it'll be a late drive. I'll probably be driving back at like, I don't know, probably getting back 1 or 2 in the morning, which I'm not super pumped about, but I'd rather drive a little late than sleep in a strange hotel bed. Well, enough about that. Let's see what we got over here for questions and comments and other things. The joke for Funday Friday. How many doctors does it take to change a light bulb? It depends on what kind of insurance the light bulb has. I like that. What are your top 3 favorite TV shows? Right now, Letterkenny on Hulu. Of all time, Gilmore Girls, which people often give me a hard time about, but if you've never watched it, the writing is absolutely brilliant. It's some of the best writing, if not the best writing I've ever seen in any TV show. And then a third, it's probably going to be a toss-up between Friends and Seinfeld. I think we're going to go with Friends, but not by much. Both great shows. There's a lot of great TV. I mean, look at something like Game of Thrones, which became this like global cultural phenomenon that somehow the entire world managed to watch despite not owning HBO. They figured out a way. We're just in this age of just so much good content because the cost to produce content has gone down. And, like The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. It's a really good show. I watched it. I enjoyed it. Looking forward to the next season. It's a good time for people who enjoy TV or movies or just, content in general. I mean, just the sheer number of books and the amount of music out there, because the barrier to entry has gone down so much. And I just find that fascinating. Top 3 favorite movies. That's a little harder. Let's see. Jerry Maguire. Boondock Saints. As a kid, it was Labyrinth with David Bowie. I watched that movie all the time. Now it might be a toss-up between like Zombieland or Role Models, Half Baked. I can't pick three. The first two I'm solid on. Boondock Saints and Jerry Maguire are absolutely wonderful movies. Love them. Movies for me are different. A lot of people like watching movies over and over again, and I don't usually. It takes a lot for me to watch a movie more than once. There are plenty of movies that I really, really enjoyed. I have no desire to watch again. TV's different. I don't know why. Maybe it's the length of time. There's something about TV I have no problem watching over and again. Like I just finished watching Letterkenny for the second time all the way through yesterday, day before. I'll probably start watching it again next week. It's hysterical. It's a fun show. But movies, I'm trying to remember the last thing I saw in the theater. Zombieland 2. What else did I say? I don't remember. I don't go to the theater very often. My brother and I are supposed to go see Bad Boys. In fact, maybe we'll do that this weekend. I'll reach out. I don't think he watches this show. Top 3 favorite musicians. Well, that changes like daily. Music's a big part of my life. I need music on when I'm at home. Stacy says there are probably more than 10 movies that she's seen more than 15 times. The one, other than Labyrinth when I was a kid, the one movie that probably also fits that bill for me is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That's a great movie. It's up there on my list, but I don't know if it's top 3. I have music going if I'm in the shower. I have music going if I'm cleaning the house. Music is going most of the time. If I'm bored with podcasts, it's music. If I'm bored with TV, it's music. At the gym, it's music. It's just music all the time. Which is why if I had to pick, the streaming things I pay for, Netflix and Hulu and Spotify would be the last one I would get rid of. Because I could handle not watching TV and movies, but I couldn't handle not having music. I still have CDs. Over there on my bookshelf, there are, I don't know, like 20 something binders full of CDs back from my DJing days. And there's got to be at least 20 CDs in each. And I don't play music from CDs very often anymore, but there's just something important about them, about owning that music and just, yeah. So favorite musicians, Tupac is up there. He's number one. And I don't know how to score anyone else. I grew up on hip-hop music. Eminem is probably up there. I tend to like songs and albums more than artists. And when you have someone like, say, Eminem, where I find myself routinely going back to their songs and their albums, I realize, hey, I really like that artist. I can say the same thing about, say, John Denver. I love a ton of his music. I've got a very eclectic musical taste that weirds people out, honestly. It's pretty much no opera, no classical, very, very little country. No death metal. I like heavy music, but not that heavy. Everything else is up for grabs, or is an option, I should I've been to concerts with everyone from Wu-Tang Clan to Dave Matthews Band to Bela Fleck, Guster, Snoop. I love music. Music's pretty phenomenal. And one of the things that I have seen that I recognize as very untraditional, but really changes the dynamic in a martial arts class is playing music. It doesn't have to be loud. Just something to kind of fill that silence in the background, especially on, say, like a sparring class or something. It's pretty cool. Stacy's writing in, Peter Gabriel, Sting, Guitarro, hands down. Anything but opera and little country. Thought about doing an autobiography, frame my songs to shape my life. Oh, interesting. Dave says, All Eyes on Jeremy, which is a reference to Tupac's second to last album. Well, we won't debate the order of the albums. Reference to one of Tupac's albums. So back when I did capoeira in college, if you know that Brazilian martial art capoeira, you know that music's a big part of it. And the instructor would bring in albums, music CDs, and a little boombox. And while we were doing our basics, that would be playing quietly in the background. But I could feel the difference in the energy. I could feel how even though classes were difficult, they were just very strenuous, people were able to kind of keep on a little bit more. And I've tested that theory a few times with karate classes that I taught, having a little bit of music in the background. And you know what? It changes things a lot. So I'm certainly not going to advocate that everyone who teaches martial arts needs to start playing music with it, but I think everyone should experiment with it and see how different it can make things, because it's so powerful. And it doesn't have to be anything special. It could, I'm a big fan of non-vocal jazz, like your Miles Davis or, something funkier like Herbie Hancock or John Coltrane. Something to fill the silence, something that lifts people up a little bit. Yeah. Try it. See what happens. Maybe there's a special class, like a Saturday morning class or something where you know what? We play music today. And I bet you'll see better results out of people. And in fact, if you want people to focus, actually, I don't know how this would work in a large environment. There's something that I use. This is going to sound like a commercial, but they don't pay me at all. I pay them for the privilege of their service. Brain.fm, it's a website, and that's the website, brain.fm. And they have music that has, it's similar to binaural beats, if anybody knows what those are. And one of the functions that they have in there is for focus, and I use that all the time when I'm at my desk. It really does help me focus. It's amazing the impact that it has. I wonder what that would do in a group setting with martial arts, especially with children. I would love for somebody to try that and let me know, because that's a whole usage that, I don't know if it's okay with their terms of service, but if they're getting a new subscription out of it, I don't know that they would mind. It's like $7, $6.95 a month. It's cheap, but it works really well. Yeah, I wonder if that would work in a class setting. Cool. Good questions. Good question. I could talk about music all day. Love music. All right, let's start winding down. It's Friday, so there's no homework. So I just want you to subscribe and turn on notifications. I want you to remember that we do this show every weekday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern, here on YouTube. I want you to go to whistlekick.com and check out all the new stuff. I added 2 new items in the store yesterday. And if you used first cup 15, you get 15% off. All of the apparel, I think we're almost there. All of the apparel is limited edition now. Everything we're doing has a timeline, and that's right in the title. If you like it, that's how long you have to grab it. What else? That's it. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to go have one, and I'll see you back here on Monday. Ask some questions. Drop more questions below. Take care. Peace.